twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Two friends, two minds, and one love for Arsenal Football Club. You are now listening to the Caught in Two Minds podcast.
Meanwhile, Shelly weaves his way through.
And one love for Arsenal Football Club.
Hey.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the podcast, Caught in Two Minds. E. Marshall, joined as usual, Fitty Mac. What's really going on, baby?
Man, kicking them in 2 a week,
Woo!
These games really just keep coming, huh?
Woo! I got a quick question for you before we get into the podcast.
Yes, sir.
Did you almost fall asleep?
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
What I did to counter that, though, was I ate the paint off the walls. I ate everything in my house. Quesadilla at halftime, sausage, walnuts. You know what I mean? Anything to stay awake.
Oh,
Anything.
my goodness, man. I mean.
Hey, we got the win 1-0 against Chelsea. Oh, my gosh. Our European hopes are still alive. That's all the announcer kept talking about. It's like, dude, will you please leave us alone? Seriously.
Just leave me alone, please.
Oh, man. Anyway.
Everton got 3 games in hand. It's
right. Just stop. If it was just Tottenham ahead of us, that's all we had to worry about, I'd feel confident. But there's other teams in the mix. So,
Yeah.
We'll take it one game at a time, but please stop talking about it. Jeez. Whew. Anyway. Anyway.
The game matched the enthusiasm. Just the slow put me to sleep. Never really trying anything too crazy.
That looked like the way we played at the tail end of last year.
Yeah.
And you remember I was saying, what's our style? That is our style.
Yeah.
The way we played today is our style. That's how Arteta wants to. That's how he wants to do it. I don't care what anyone says. That's how he's got the most success at the club. Sitting back, keeping it tight.
Let this be the reigning theme of this quick podcast today, friend. If we play everybody behind the ball, how do they find places to slip passes through? Like, how do they do it?
Only against Arsenal does that happen. What I mean?
Teams do us like that, and boy, we struggle. We
can't find
one pass to anybody.
What's the truth about Chelsea is they got all kind of little quick dudes. Like they got they got tiny pools just running around up there, breaking down our defense. But hey, we held together. We kept it tight. It's not a fun watch, especially if you've been an Arsenal fan. A
lot of scrambling. It's a lot of scrambling back to try to stop some Chelsea player from breaking on us.
Yeah. We've just never been that team that's gonna, can bank on keeping a clean sheet. So it's just nerve-wracking.
No.
And we're not getting the ball, so we don't even have that side of the game to look forward to. It's just a bunch of nothingness.
I've never felt comfortable as an Arsenal fan with a 1-0 lead. Never.
Sitting back, taking pressure? No.
Just like, hey, we're going to try to protect this? Oh, really? Really?
I knew once, but like I said, towards the tail end of last year, that's how we got all our, that's how we won the FA Cup. That's how we,
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
and you look at Arteta over there, he loves this, dude. I could just tell he loves it.
I was just going to bring his name. The dichotomy of Arsenal fans, man. And I mean, this is even Arsenal managers. Arsene Wenger used to have these problems too. Oh, it's so bad during the season. At some point, towards the end of the year, they go on a little tiny run that gets everybody kind of hyped up. Like, if you just give them his players,
right,
then that's all it's gonna take, man. Just like believe in the guy, spin.
Yeah.
That's just the like the story of Arsenal, man. Like, so in the last year, Arteta has beat Chelsea twice, Liverpool,
right,
Man City,
right,
Man United, Tottenham. He's beaten all these teams.
Yeah, playing this way too.
We've also had the worst losing run streak in the middle of this season that we've ever had. We've lost the most games that we've ever had in a season, since 1921 or something. You know, it's like
most red cards in the league, I think, this year. Most people sent off.
It's just such a weird team.
He has no, remember everybody was coming out and backing him. The players trust the process. We love this guy. He's got his shit together. He knows what he's doing. Now everybody's trying to get out of Dodge. You know what I mean? Lito wants to leave. What's going on? Is that a line?
We got shady characters. Keep your eyes open, everybody. Keep your eyes open.
Billiard wants to leave. Everybody wants to leave now. But I thought he was so cool. Everybody liked him. No, everybody wants to get out of Dodge.
So proud of this club. That's the same talk from all the players always. So proud of this club.
Oh gosh,
this great club.
He's really organized. He knows what he's doing. We back him. I want to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Leto's like, peace out. Good riddance for him. That dude we're thinking about, I heard we're trying to get Onana from Ajax, the keeper. He's good. We'll see. What else?
Yeah, Ajax was the guy I was thinking when we were talking about managers. A guy like that. I'd love a guy like, seems to be like kind of out of that Jurgen Klopp mode, Get them all running. Everybody can run.
Right, let's do it. He's got more experience. He's actually a head coach. He's been a head coach for a while. So anyway, Arsenal win 1-0. We score a lucky, Jorginho made a mistake on a back pass. Aubameyang, picks it up, does the right thing, makes the pass to Smith Rowe, who kind of scuffed it in there, and that's how we win the game.
Did you think he was going to do the right thing?
No, I thought he was going to try something fancy, maybe like a spin around back kick. Something like that. But he surprised me. He looked up, he saw Smith Rowe there, and Smith Rowe got it over the line.
Just to be cynical, I mean, he almost tried to blunder it. He kind of put it on a back foot of Rowe, and Rowe had to make some work. But well, let me see some of the stats here. They had 19 shots. That shows you we were living on the edge, baby. We had 5. They had 68% possession. We had 32%. That's a nerve-wracking watch. That's like, whoo. No wonder I was eating so much. But we came over, we pulled it over the line. Let me see. Go ahead. The thing about that possession too, like you were saying, like I know you would have predicted this is how we're gonna play against him.
He loves it.
This is definitely how he likes to go into big games, play like this. Like it's kind of Chelsea style too. I think Chelsea was just a little bit like off because they were asked to kind of have possession. It's kind of not their game, you know. They kind of like to sit back too and just and just slice through you and try to hit you on breaks.
Yeah, they pressed really hard, but we were just kind of getting rid of the ball. You know what I mean?
A lot of just barely's and
we didn't really give them a chance to really press us hard in our end.
Yeah,
we tried a couple times, but then for the most part, we would just kind of just get it out of there, and I think that's what threw them off. because they're used to pinning you back and just swarms and swarms of pressure. But for the most part in this game, we would clear it, and then they'd have to restart their attack. Yeah. Which I guess helped us out as far as organization and things like that.
Which I guess we breezed over with the lineup.
Well, yeah, I was just going to get into that. We had 4 center backs. We playing 3 in the back, but we had Mari, Gabriel, and Holding. With
Saka and Tierney playing wingbacks.
Wingbacks, yeah. So 3 in the back, 3 center backs. You know, did they handle it good? I thought they did. You know,
I thought they did okay, and back it was like this time last year when he was playing with that a little bit, and I think we had like a few game run where we played okay playing like this formation. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with us like playing this way, but at one point early in the season, it just got to where he was changing the formation every week or something.
Right.
And it was like, dude, just pick something and let's go with it. Like
playing games with players, like mysteriously leaving players out.
Yeah. Because if you want to run like this and run some wing backs, then absolutely Maitland-Niles should be on the squad. Right. I mean, he's dangerous in that kind of spot.
Right. Still no. Was Cedric on the bench today?
Yes, he was. They brought that up.
Still no sign of him. Meanwhile, you got Saka playing everywhere. He trying to do him like Maitland-Niles, where you just, Well, I asked the question last week, what's his best position, and nobody. You know what I mean? The one guy you had a back and forth with, I forget his name, but he doesn't rate him at all, which is really strange.
He's cracking me up.
I saw you just end it like, okay, all right, you don't like soccer. I mean, what?
I said, hey, since he joined the team, he's got the most assists on the squad. Right. The most.
He doesn't rate him,
and he's like 19.
Right. He's overrated and overhyped. I love it. Those were the words he said. But I mean, I like that guy. I like his passion. I forget his name. I wish I knew his name. He's one of these days we got to get him on the podcast because he's just raging.
I was waiting for him to be kind of ridiculous after I said that, but he was actually cool about it. He's always like, I can accept that. So where do you think his best position is? And I was like, on the left somewhere,
And he hit you with, if we play with 3 in the back and we're gonna go with wing backs, then he should. Then that's his best position.
No way.
Otherwise, no, he doesn't play at all. But no, that guy is cool. I'm trying to find his name right now. I think it's
I didn't really want to get in it farther because my next one was gonna be I was gonna hit him with, oh, so what? You're a Pepe fan, huh?
Shout out to @slick_726, the Arsenal Ultra. But yeah, he is not playing around.
@slick
@slick_726. We got into it earlier in the season about Arteta. He's just raging. But there's a lot of that going on. There's nothing really else to say about this match, really. I was going to try. We should really try to give the people a 20-minute podcast, but
I mean,
what else you got? Who does Kurt Zuma look like?
I see. Used to be on the SNL cast.
Leslie Jones. Come on.
Leslie Jones on the SNL cast.
Come on. That picture I tweeted, that looks dead on that fool. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's his mama or somebody. What I mean?
Yeah. Hey, dude, I was flipping the other day, and I don't even know what's she's doing some game show now.
Who, Leslie Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
And I guess their shtick is that she's just going to intimidate contestants.
Really?
She'd be in their face yelling at them and like, come on, you got it. You got it. And you see people just like, I
won't be watching that. Sorry. Not going to get into that one.
Oh, I'm old school. I still got a cable box. I mean, hey.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I thought you had the Fire Stick.
I got everything. I don't use anything but the old-fashioned cable box, but I got all the other shit.
You know, that's a trip with all these different apps. Like the world, I mean, come on. I got everything. YouTube TV, Hulu, Fire Sticks. But I mean, it's such a pain in the ass. They'll try to get you for $5 on everything. Come on, sign up, $5. What do you want?
Well, you know what's a trip to me is that like I was just realizing like I kind of don't really have like I'm losing shows that I used to like. Oh yeah, it's this time of the year or that time of the year, or because when you're streaming on everything, man, you just miss shit. I like as soon as they show a commercial, I'm fast forwarding through it, and you know
everything. Like what do they call that? Carte blanche. Like everything is just like whenever you want it, however you want it.
Yeah.
You know, but you will have to figure out which app it's on because like they all get together and be like, okay, who wants Bravo? Huh? You want to put Bravo on yours? Okay, we won't have it on ours. You know what I mean? Like they guarantee you got to get all these different type of apps to get all your channels because some have some and some don't. And oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah,
so you know what kind of I mean, you lived in the area, man. Great sports town, Oakland.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, as far as the passion of the fans, great sports town. Although, I mean, I gotta say, man, I mean, it's it's give and take with the A's. But you heard the announcement that the A's have been given the green light to just leave if they want.
Yeah, going to Vegas, right?
That's the number one spot that everybody's suspecting, but who knows, Right. But man, I mean, Oakland, man, we're decimated. Every single team has left town now.
Yeah, that's because in California, the people don't buy stadiums for rich owners.
Yeah.
Whereas here in Texas,
it's a lot harder sell over here on the West Coast.
When Jerry wanted to build the new stadium, that fool was taking houses from people.
Yeah,
like we paid for all that. He didn't have to pay for anything, and he's a billionaire. So
and he owns it.
Oh yeah, that's his. Yeah. That's his. Even though he made like thousands of people move out of their house so he could destroy But yeah, they don't do that in California anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere in California. Even Kroenke with the Rams, he had to foot most of that.
I was thinking like how big of a sell it must be to build a new soccer stadium. How do you do that? Like, how did Tottenham build a new stadium in London?
Oh, I don't know how they do it over there, but I
mean,
I know the deal with Tottenham's new stadium is like it's like the NFL owns some of it. Like every time we go play football over there, we playing in that stadium.
We always play in their stadium.
So they cut a deal. They cut a deal with the NFL, and I think that might have helped them out a little bit.
Yeah. And Premier League's going to follow NFL suit because I mean, they decided like 25 years ago, like, hey, let's just do what the NFL does.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But anyway, yeah. So we got Crystal Palace next week. That should be a game where we don't see Ceballos. Well, actually now everybody's going to be, oh gosh, we can get 7th. Oh, yeah. So
I know. I mean, that's the whole point. I was saying is, now for 2 more games, there's going to be a reason why he can't start Balogun and Aziz and for some reason Cedric. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'm pissed. I'm pissed about it because there's no explanation. I don't understand.
The only reason why I'm pissed about it is because there was a perfect opportunity to play him at left back when Tierney was hurt for those games. But instead he chose to play Xhaka there.
Well, today was the big tell, though, is you took Saka off and put Bellerin on. Then Bellerin got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You went to Chambers. You're obviously skipping Cedric for a reason.
Right.
He cussed you out. He flirted with your wife. Something's
going on. What do you think about Chambers going into next year?
To me, so one of my biggest struggles or hardest understands for soccer players on big squads is I would only be trying to kind of like leave and go somewhere else if I actually thought like I was going to be getting time at this other place, you know?
Right.
So for me, Chambers seems to be one of these guys that I think fits into, he'd be kind of happy to be a squad player for Arsenal, you know, not expected to really start very often, but hey, he'd probably be happy with some Caribou Cups and an FA Cup start here and there. In the meantime, he's a body. We need him. We need bodies on this squad.
I wouldn't be mad at all if he stayed and we kept him. I think he's a good squad player. But based on the way Arteta likes to play him and he's, his last few months, he's a player that's going to get some time. Hopefully, that could all change with Arteta. You never know.
Yes.
But for the most part,
one of the things too, I try not to do as much as I see online all the time is to just be so harsh. Like, yes, we need changes on the squad and different players and blah, 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 or whatever. But to just send players away, you kind of like, if you brought in two of your favorite names that they've been rumoring for the last year, but you also got rid of 5 squad players, is it really helping the team?
Right.
We need to be talking about who can we add to the squad. Most of these guys that I say like, oh, I'm fed like Pepe, I just don't think I'd start him. But coming off the bench in the 60th minute or starting him in FA Cups or starting him in Europa Leaguers, like there's nothing wrong with any of those to me. He's just not my number one guy.
He might get his form,
he might. And what we lack sometimes is somebody that can just take a shot on goal, like give you a chance to score a goal.
The stars might align and everything will come together, and maybe he might just turn into a world beater. You never know.
Yeah.
But I completely agree with that. Like everybody's talking about get rid of him. Look, here's the truth. Nobody wants to come play for Arsenal. Nobody really, really good. Based on the last 3 or 4 years, why would you? Right. And if we don't get in the European competition, why would you? And the fact that our owner doesn't want to spend a lot of money further illustrates that it's not going to be oh gosh, we're going to buy him. We're going to get rid of 6 people and bring 6 people in. That's not happening.
It's not happening, you guys. It's not happening.
It's just not happening. And everybody knows this, but we play this game with ourselves. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
So the Willocks,
the
Reese, the Willocks of the world, the Reese Nelsons, all these players will continue to be at the club scratching to get on the pitch because we can't afford to get rid of anybody, especially if we're not going to buy the right type of people. And if we can't get the people in that we need because of our status now.
Right. You know what? Like you were saying with that kind of saying, who can we get in and stuff like that. The good thing is that Arsenal has experience scouting mid-level talent or young prospects with possible talent later, So, because that's kind of the level of player we need to be looking at. Like, we're not talking, Coutinho's coming into our squad anymore. No. We're not talking, it's a huge name, but when names like Mbappe come up, like, stop it. That's not even a possibility. Even if somehow we made magic and got money together, he's not coming to Arsenal. He doesn't want to play for Arsenal.
Awar, that guy, he's not coming.
Right.
We do have a good academy. We're developing young talent. And, if we're going to keep going on this little rebuilding and trying to get our shit together and bringing in the right type of philosophy and players, then, that's going to be the way we go. But who knows? Who knows? All I know is we need a new manager. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. But anyway,
I can go back and I can go all day with anybody that wants to about accountability. It's my main complaint about him, so I'll just leave it at that. Like, hey, man, like your actions and the way you manage your players does not represent kind of how you say it's you have control. I don't think you have control the way you think.
Right. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Did you see the way Aubameyang came off the pitch today?
Yes.
Did you see the way he moped? He didn't shake no coach's hands. He went up to the stands and sat down and moped.
Yeah.
That shows you everybody has come to this realization about Arteta. They're tired of him.
Yeah.
And they see through the facade. So
Arteta's to Aubameyang's, defense, he's never been that guy.
What do you
He's never been that guy that like comes off the pitch and like gets all huffy or mad or
that's what I mean.
He's never been that guy. It really is kind of a telling thing today. Like,
yeah, they're just like everybody's tired of this, this little tyrant. That's all.
Yeah.
Like they know, we back him, we love him, he's got his shit together. They see through that now. And that's what Aubameyang coming off the pitch like that reminded me of.
A wise person told me a long time ago, you got to massage the script sometimes. If you're telling them we're playing bad, but you're making it sound like it's their fault, these kids are too sensitive these days, man. You got to figure out how you're going to make them understand that, like, hey, you need to play better because it's your job.
Right. Put an arm around them,
Yeah.
Show them some love.
They're just puppies. Just puppies.
Play some Xbox with them, giggle.
Yeah.
I got you.
Watch some Bob's Burger, right? All that.
I got you. Anyway, that's gonna do it.
That is gonna do it, folks.
Thanks for tuning in. Go over to Twitter and follow us at CITM Podcast, and go over to YouTube and watch the podcast. And thanks for all the support. We'll get with you. Peace out.
No reaction.
I was
Peace.
Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that?
Thank you for tuning into Caught in Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and review. All feedback is much appreciated. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcasts, at Guna Rush, and at eMarshall Comedy. The music of this podcast is brought to you by Statics. If you like what you hear, please head on over to staticsmusic.com and be sure to follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace.